Hey everyone, it's 7Demo7 and welcome back to my office here. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the Sidewinder. If you guys haven't checked out my maiden video and the unboxing video, go ahead and take a look right up there and you should have a little card that you guys can click on. So after my flight, everything was great except for one thing, which is that the wing actually had some flex in it at super high speed. So I would say that this airplane is good up to about 100 miles an hour. After you pass that, then you're getting into wing induced flex and some oscillation. So basically at high speeds the whole wing starts to basically flex like this, and as you can see, these ends here actually can flex quite a bit, and that what happens is that happens at high speed. Now in general the whole wing itself is very tight. The EPO is very strong. There's a lot of embedded spars that are in here, so they really did a good job at sparring this thing. I think that if we just add a little bit of packing tape for reinforcement, it should help with the flex of this airplane. The other issue is that they sent the wrong propeller, so that what they say on their website is to go with a 5.5 by 5 by 4.5 rather than a 5.0 prop. So this is the 5.5 by 5.5 prop. So this is actually the wrong prop, and they actually tell you to throw this one away. And the reason they said that is because probably the speed-induced oscillation through the whole wing. I will put a video right here showing the oscillations that a friend of mine got of the airplane as I sped it past the runway. It's not super clear, but at least you guys can see the massive speed-induced oscillations of this frame. So I think just putting a little small layer of packing tape is going to really help. It's going to be a little bit like having foam board that has a layer on the top and the bottom of it. That's going to help to keep the flex from happening. And I'm noticing the flex is happening mainly right here in this area, so I believe I'm going to take some packing tape and just go straight down this wing, probably maybe a strip here and a strip all the way across the leading edge, and that might help to strengthen this airframe. The other thing I'm going to do is I am going to buy the proper size prop for this airplane. Like I said, unfortunately it didn't come with the proper size prop, but you know, it's neither here nor there. I want to get this airplane flying the best that it can without these wing induced oscillations. So let's just go ahead and get started. So first off, guys, you want to use some super good packing tape. This is the 3M stuff that I get from Costco in massive bulk, because I use this a lot in my business and also on my airplanes as well to do reinforcement. I am going to tape over some of these bays that are right here, and I'm also going to unscrew the fins, which are really nice to unscrew. They're super easy to do. I'm going to run it down through here and hopefully through this area. Like I said, having that skin on the airplane is just going to help it from that initial. Now, I would not recommend lamination on this airplane. A good friend of mine, Jamie Bruxton, I hope you don't mind me mentioning your name, he said that he got his brand new one. He started to laminate it and totally warped the wing because of the heat. The thin EPO is not going to stand up to that type of heat, so do not laminate your wing. That's why we're going to go with some packing tape today.
Hey everyone, it is 7Demo7 from the future. I've already flown this airplane with the packing tape, and this is a super awesome upgrade to your Sidewinder wing if you don't want it to oscillate going above 100 miles an hour. So I will put in a small clip here just to show you guys this thing on rails. I'm pretty sure we got up to about 108 miles an hour, no oscillations, and this was in heavy wind as well. So the added 15 miles an hour of wind going into the wind and hauling butt. This airplane really performed fantastically even in the wind, so I would highly recommend this mod. I think at some point in this video I say I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I can tell you right now this worked like a charm.
There we go, right out of the hand. Actually, the sun just came out. Now I gotta watch out for the sun in my eyes. So. Oh, this thing scares me. But it flies so accurately, which is really great. When I hit full throttle, it just stays dead straight. It does not pop up or down. That's what you want in a wing, something that's super predictable. Can't wait to get the FPV on this thing. Alright guys, so you're going to want a really thin screwdriver to get inside here and take off the skids and the vertical fins that are on here. There, and then we'll move to the top. Now when you remove these top vertical fins, it's going to allow me to run a whole piece of tape all the way through here. I'm going to just for planning purposes, I think I am going to tape the underside of the wing here first. So you definitely want to protect the bottom of the airplane for a few reasons. Here you'll see I actually got a stick that punched through right here, and also right here you can see that went all the way in just from a pretty decently soft landing into some weeds. So I am going to pretty much coat over the entire length of this wing right to about right there, and I will make some concessions for the skids that are right here. I have my CG mark that's right here that I'm actually not using, so I'm going to take this off.
Alright, so I've got some sped up video here, so I'm just going to do some narration over the top. Now, there's no secret with the 3M packing tape. You do want to keep it very flat and straight. When you're putting layers down like this, it's obvious that you want to start from the back and go forward because you don't want the overlapping pieces facing the airstream coming forward. So it's going to be like a little bit like shingles. You wouldn't want to put shingles on in reverse because you wouldn't want the rain coming into your house. So we're going to start from the back of the wing, work our way forward, and the leading edge is where I'm planning to do the final covering piece that's going to cover over the leading edge. And like I was saying before, guys, this worked out really, really well. You don't have to be precise or exact with these placements. I just overlap the packing tape by about, I'd say about 1/4 of an inch or so. And this little excess bit I'm going to cut off because I don't want to put too much tape on the airplane. I don't want to get it too heavy. We want to keep this thing light and nimble. So going for the third piece here, and I think that's those 3 slices are everything that I did. Now when it came to the center section, I decided to go ahead and run it pretty far past the middle so that it'll get a little bit of double protection right there. Also, I did not cut out the finger holes because I never use those finger holes for launching. I always use the pizza style launch. If you guys have seen my my launches from my my maiden video, and also the video I just showed you guys, that's always the best way of doing it. The reason I do that is just to protect my fingers. My fingers are my life. If I have any hand injuries from a spinning prop, then my life is pretty much done. No more income for Jeff. Anyway, that is a quick little section here. Just like I said, there's no secret to it. Just layer it from back to front, and you guys should be golden.
Now this is going to be challenging because we have obviously some surfaces here that we have to deal with. So I'm probably going to run a strip maybe across here and then along the leading edge, and maybe just some patchwork in through here so we can firm that up just a little bit. So let's see what we're going to do. If I cover over this bay right here, obviously I'm just going to cut this out. And
well, okay guys, so we are sped up once again. I'm just laying down some tape here across that vertical stab stump there, and right across the top of where the servo protector goes. You can see where I'm finishing off right there. The hardest part here is just getting the tape smooth over these little bumps. You're going to also need to poke a little hole in the tape from the bottom and the top so that it'll allow the screws to go through. Easy stuff. Just keep it smooth, and the wing or the vertical stab will seat down really, really nice. I had no problems with it at all. I thought this was going to be a big problem, but it wasn't. So I went ahead and went against my rules here, and I went ahead and put a strip down behind the one I just did. But I figured this airplane is already going to be a little bit slipperier, so it doesn't really matter if there's a little bit of overlap in the tape there. So obviously I didn't do this perfectly, but it still worked out great in the end. Not sure why the video is stalling out here, but just placing some pieces on the ends there, and I'm going to be finishing off with the leading edge tape that is basically put 50-50 top and bottom. Well, okay guys, with a little bit of packing tape, some X-Acto knives, and a little bit of patience, about 30 minutes, this wing is much stiffer. So really the only thing I need to do is go get a prop, which is going to be about $2 or $3 from the local hobby store. I am going to run it once with this prop just to see if the waggle is still there. If not, I might just keep that same prop because it is damn fast. I really like this thing. So stay tuned guys, and we will see how this new tape laminated airplane holds up in the sky, and we will talk to you guys on the next one. Bye. Full speed. Bring it back down and around. Full speed. This thing is rocking, man. I'm just punishing that battery right now. Sorry for all the wind noise, guys. I'm sure it's not doing good on my iPhone. My eyes are watering because of the sun and the wind right now. Yeah. Man, this is great because I don't have to worry about the flutter. So if you have this airplane, I would definitely suggest getting the 3M packing tape on there and going to town.